everybody, and welcome to Taconic State Park in Copake Falls, New York. So this is the view I woke up to this morning. This is the back of my campsite here. We've got the van set up in a pretty neat orientation here, so the side is aimed towards the road here, so nice little privacy point here. Or I can leave the windows on this side of it uncovered and not have to worry about people being able to see in, and I get this view of this awesome field out here. If the sun would have come out, I might even get some solar charging. But we don't have any sun today. It looks like it's going to be just staying cloudy and cool all day. They say it's supposed to get up into the 50s to low 50s, but what is it now? It's still 41 outside. Still a little bit chilly. Anyway, I think we're going to go on a little adventure today. We're going to take a walk here. We got some stuff I want to show you, including a blast furnace and some cool waterfalls all the way back in Massachusetts. So let's go for a little hike. Alright, so we're going to start wandering out through the campground here and out to the main road. Battery's down to 86% already on my camera. Yeah, these batteries don't like the cold at all. I may end up having to switch to using my cell phone to shoot my video today. So if you see a sudden change in quality on the video here, that's why. Please do not move picnic tables. Okay, so this is the day use area here. Just taking a little wander through here and check out this building over here, see what it is. Looks like some sort of a pavilion, but there's no picnic tables in it. So just kind of curious what it is. It's got electrical. Door's wide open too. Interesting. Restoration of this picnic pavilion was made possible by friends of the Taconic State Park, summer 2018. Oh, they did a bang-up job with the restoration. What this is? Ow. There's a water heater in there or something. I know you can't see anything. Huh. Slide projector? Okay. Yeah. They restored it and then they never maintained it. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. Ore Pit Pond, excavated 1845. This is absolutely a man-made pond. Looks like it's could possibly have been made for mining purposes. And I've done some pictures in this area here the last time I was up at this campground. Stayed down that way in the cabins with my parents. Actually got some nighttime shots here with me standing on this bridge. See if I can dig that up here and show it to you. Obviously this place is a lot more active then though, because it was middle summer. Actually I think it was June, so beginning of summer. Interesting little place here. Wonder if I could have launched my kayak in this area in the summer. Not that it would have been a very big kayaking adventure. Not in this little pond. Let's take a look, see what's over here. 8 feet deep. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Oh, this is the swim area. Oh, okay, must be closed swim area. No fishing and swim area, but no swimming. Yeah. Who would want to be swimming in these temperatures? It's like 40 degrees outside right now. Chilly, 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 but yeah, I guess this is their swimming area. Boat's probably there for rescue purpose. In and out. One side's entrance, one side's an exit. Okay. Nice little pond, but yeah, I guess it's mainly used for swimming. In the warmer months anyway, for people who actually know what they're doing. Right, let's go find out what the Ore Pit Pond actually is. Open pit iron mine. Ooh, okay. Covering 3 acres and almost 50 feet deep. There you go. So yeah, there's an iron mine. You want to read all that there? We'll zoom in a bit here and you can pause the video. And this is more of a wading pool for the younger ones who can't swim. Shallow water. I think there's a fountain in the middle too, if I remember correctly. Obviously all shut down for the season. A little dam setup over here that goes into a bridge under the road down there. I like how it just cuts through the trees over there, or the bushes there. Okay, so this map shows us that we're here. So we started out around here. That's about where my campsite is. All these trails, but we're not taking those trails today. Yes, it's hunting season, and I still feel like dealing with that. I have a bright orange hat I can put on if I need to, but as it says on here, hunting is not permitted on the Bish Falls trail. And that's where we're headed. Those are all the way down here, in the Bish Falls area. So we're taking this whole trail along here. First, I've noticed though on the rail trail it shows an overlook. So let's go see that. Then we'll head off towards the historic Iron Works and Bish Falls. So I guess this is the Harlem Valley Rail Trail. Let's go see if we can find this overlook. It's another area that I'd love to explore. But this is just a short 2-night trip, so we're not going to have a lot of time to explore these areas. But we can go check it out right now and take a quick peek at some of it. Try to figure out where the overlook is. I don't know if it's right on that bridge right there or if it's further up the road a bit. We're going to go up a little ways anyway just to see. This is a cool little bridge setup. Obviously the rail setup was wider than the walkway setup is, so it's probably set up to handle 2 different tracks on it. This may be the overlook. Nice view here. Probably not getting the sound from the water flowing right because I got the microphone aimed at me right now. Let's go over and see the other side. Sign said this wood was slippery and wet, and they weren't kidding. Here's the entrance to the Copake Iron Works area. We'll work our way towards the Bish Falls as we go along here. This is a historic iron production facility here with a big blast furnace and everything. Kind of a neat place. So Copake Iron Works, I guess, started in 1845 and they ran up until the 1920s. I think they officially shut down in 1903, but we kept running for a little while longer. And in the 1920s they shut down. It was all acquired by the Taconic State Park in 1928. So a lot of this stuff is like CCC structures and that type of stuff. These are cabins you can rent over here. I've actually stayed in one of these cabins with my parents one time. It was a 2-bedroom cabin with electricity, television, everything else you'd need. Basically little houses here. Now, they have quite a few of those you can rent, and these are open year round too. They have other cabins that aren't open year round, but these ones are open year round. I came up by myself, so I'd want to go into the other cabins. I wish those ones were open year round too. Hey, these are some historic houses. Were built in the 1850s, part of the Copake Iron Works. I'm not sure what they're used for now, but this one here was built probably in the late 1840s, late 1850s, and it was owned by Isaac Chesborough, who was the first foreman for the Copake Iron Works. So he lived over here, right across the road from all the cabins. That's the entrance to the actual iron works. We'll get there in a minute here. We'll check out some other properties around here. Okay, so this isn't a historic building. This is something that was built very recent. This actually wasn't here when I first came here. Stayed in one of these cabins over here. This is like a children's ride. A little narrow gauge railroad you can ride around on. You actually ride around in coal carts. kind of a cute little setup. Prior to this being built, though, you could actually walk up to that building over there, that house, another one of the historic houses. And there was some missing windows there, and you can see a big hole inside of the house too, obviously abandoned. But you can't get to it anymore, which is unfortunate, because you could stick a camera in some of those windows there and take some pictures, and the interiors of the house was still there, all the wallpaper, everything, furniture. It's like stepping back in time. I was disappointed when I found out I can't access the house anymore. This is a little children's ride in the way, but oh well. Sure, it must be a lot of fun for the kids there. You can ride around in those coal carts and head off into the woods and everything. Pretty neat little setup. I think there's another little historic plaque thing, and I can't even get to it to read it. They could at least move that outside the fence area so people can see what it said. Here's the main entrance to the Copake Iron Works. We start getting up into some of the more interesting artifacts. This is the Iron Works office, which is one of the original structures built in 1845. Well, this extension was probably added onto it to become the company store. It was probably not part of the original structure here. And this is the black powder storage building. It was built to hold the blasting materials for blasting the ore and that. It was built with bricks on the sides and wood on the top there, so if the black powder exploded inside, the blast would go up rather than out, protecting those around it. And this is right next to the what became the company store. And here we get to the blast furnace that ran the actual Copake Iron Works. The charcoal blast furnace. Obviously the wooden structure over it wasn't there before. They built that to keep erosion from tearing the rest of it away, so they could preserve it for the future. And as you can see, it's taken its toll on it. It used to be quite a bit larger and built around a structure here. The camera closer to it. It actually it was actually connected into this building over here. And they take, oh no, maybe it was over that way. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we've gone up the hill up that way. That's where it was, up to where those rocks are up on the hill. That's how this would have operated. As you can see, this is where they built the roof over it to preserve it. They also redid a lot of the brickwork over here. This thing will be around for years to come. Yeah, the blast furnace was once a rather large structure here because it was all built into this building here. So yeah, those walls up there is where they had what they called the charging deck. They'd bring in train loads of charcoal to load into the blast furnace. They had bellows down here on this side of it. They could push air into it. It was quite an operation. 32 feet tall. And it produced 3,750 tons of iron per year. And a lot of the stone rocks up there too were apparently part of a charcoal shed. Okay, this is inside the little bellows building. There's actually a little museum here. We've got a 3D model of what the iron works look like. You can see the charging deck in the back of it, the blast furnace area. Another building just next to it over in that area there. That's where we are right now. That's where the bellows were. Quite a few buildings around here. Most of them long gone now. Some of the houses that are still standing are along this road. And here's where the campground is. There's still a church up on that hill right there too. So that's where the ore pit pond is now. So if you do get a chance to come to Copake Falls, New York, definitely visit the Copake Iron Works. It's well worth the visit. It's a neat place. And there's a lot more to see here than what I'm showing on this video too. And all these historic buildings. There's actually a museum if you can come in on a Saturday during the summer. There's a small museum up front, but there's a bigger museum where you can actually go in and look at all the tools. But it's only open on Saturdays and Sundays for a couple hours, and only during the summer and early fall. So that's shut down for the season now, but it's a nice place to visit there, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you're into old historic buildings and that type of stuff there, and ruins and some really interesting things to see out here. So anyway, time to move on to Bish Falls next. So this is actually part of the Copake Iron Works as well. This is the remains of a train trestle bridge. would have been part of the train line that would have carried the iron ore and the charcoal and everything else to keep the blast furnace going. Part of the train line that came through here. Not much left of it now, but you can still see the footings for it over here. Train is long gone, but it would have come right up through here into that little area where all the work trucks and that are parked in now. That would have been part of the train line there where they could unload the charcoal. Oh, officially back in Massachusetts. Made it all the way across the state line. Now we're almost to Bish Falls, so we'll be there very shortly. I don't think it's too far into Massachusetts from here. Well, that was a fun visit here. Definitely a lot less crowded than the last time I was here. So I came back, I was here about, I don't know, was it late August? I came out here with my brother. I did not bring the video camera on that trip. I was spending time with him instead. We stayed at October Mountain State Forest, and then we drove over to Taconic State Park and then hiked over here. So I've pretty much done this hike earlier this year. There were a lot more mosquitoes then, especially around that little pond that we started at. That was a mosquito breeding ground for sure. But anyway, that was a fun little visit here today though. Like I said, I was much quieter here. I had the place to myself this time, which is the way I like it. Got some good photos of it, got some good video of it. Now I'm gonna head back to my campsite and get something to eat because I'm getting hungry. Oh, that was a fun hike. Did about 6 miles round trip. Checked out the blast furnace again, went all the way down to Bish Falls. Had the place almost totally to myself. So I guess this is where we're going to end today's video. This was a fun little adventure though. Well, if you want to see more videos like this one, remember hit that subscribe button below. I got lots more to come here. So we're winding down on this season, but next season will be starting up before you know it. And with that, remember, slow down and enjoy life. And we'll talk to you guys later.